Hey guys, today I thought I'd have a little fun and I'd go over the air rifle that first got me into air rifles, and it's the classic, the Daisy 880. Guys, I got this air rifle for pest control. I had so much fun shooting it that I really got into air rifles. So let me go ahead and just give you a couple of details about this rifle. I'm going to do some really cool tests that I think you're going to like, and I'm sure by the end of it you're going to want one just like it. So this is a 177 caliber. It shoots both BBs and pellets. BBs is rated for 800 feet per second, and the pellets are 715 per second. This is a very light gun, and it is mainly plastic, and that's something that a lot of people tend to complain about. However, I've abused this gun. I've had it for years. I've left it in my garage over the winter, and I've beaten it up. You can see I've cut the scope off of the end of it, and it works great. This plastic is really not an issue. In fact, it's a benefit because this gun is so light. It's great to take out to the woods, and it's easy to carry, especially for younger shooters. It's very fantastic. I let my kids shoot this with my supervision, of course, and it's a great gun for kids and adults alike. Okay, so let's jump into those tests. After I'm done with the test, I'm going to go ahead and give you some final thoughts on this gun, so stick around. Okay, so for my first test, we're going to do an accuracy test. I just took this paper plate right here, and I traced around this penny that you can see right here. I'm going to go ahead and take 5 shots from 10 yards, and we'll see what kind of accuracy we get. Okay, so there you can see the results. I think that was around 10 shots. Besides this one flyer, though, everything basically right behind that penny. So the accuracy on this cheap little rifle is very, very good. So this rifle either takes BBs or pellets. You can hold 50 BBs at a time, and basically to load those, there's a little door right here. You just pour those in, and then when you cock it, it'll automatically put a BB in there for you. However, I typically use pellets with this because pellets are going to be more accurate. So it's operation, cock it, take your pellet, and put it in. This is really the only downfall to this rifle, is it's a little hard to load pellets in it, but that's not too bad. So you put it in, you cock it, then you put it on safe, then you pump it up. Now this is where a lot of people get confused on these rifles. They try to pump it up, and then they try to put a pellet in, and it will not hold air unless you cock it. So you need to make sure you cock it before you pump it. So on this rifle, it's recommended you pump it 3 to 10 times. 10 times is the max velocity, and I've heard, I don't have a chronograph, that anything above 10, you're not going to gain anything. One thing that's really nice though about this pump rifle is the first pump is just as easy as the 10th pump. It's very easy to pump. So if you're a younger shooter, this gun is very easy to use. So I thought it'd be fun to see what kind of penetration we get. So I'm going to take this full gallon of water, I'm going to set it up from 10 yards, and we're going to shoot at it, and we're going to see what kind of penetration we get on this little gun. Okay, went all the way through, and if you'll notice, I shot this the long way. So that went through the long way on this gallon diagonally. So that's pretty good penetration, really. 10 yards out. Well, I thought it'd be fun to try to see what kind of damage I can do to this penny. So I'm going to go ahead and tape this penny on here. We're going to pump it up to 10 times, and we're going to see what kind of damage we can do to it. From 10 yards out. Hey guys, this is pretty cool. I actually found the pellet that hit the penny right here. Flatten that sucker out. Crazy. Now here's the cool thing. This is the only thing I could find of that penny. It obviously dented it pretty well and ripped it right in half. That's pretty crazy. I was not expecting that from that gun. I thought it was going to bend it maybe and bounce off. Ripped it in half. So it's pretty powerful. Okay guys, so there you have it. I don't know about you, I am pretty impressed with those results. All of this for a gun that's around $40 and just incredible. So a question that often comes up is, can you hunt with this gun? And my answer would be yes, definitely. Especially 15 yards and under, I think you have plenty of power. Now I did the calculation at about 650 feet per second with a 7.9 grain pellet. You're looking at almost 8 foot-pounds of energy at the muzzle. So that's plenty enough to take squirrel and rabbit, and I would even say you could take possum, and I've even seen a kid before take a raccoon with a BB from this. So, you know, raccoon and below, I think you could take within 15 yards. Now I'm going to share a story with you that I'm not real proud of, but it helps lead to the conclusion that you can hunt with this. Now, like I said in the beginning, I bought this for pest control. I used to live around a pond, and being around a pond attracts these very loud, dirty, and territorial animals, mainly birds. And one day I was fishing, and this bird, he bit me, and he really irritated me. So I went and got my air rifle, and I was going to try to scare him off. I put a BB in it. He was about 35 yards away. It was really windy this day. I pumped it up 6 times, and I was planning on trying to shoot him in the butt to scare him away from my house. Anyway, when I went to shoot, like I said, it was windy. The BB veered over, and at that time he happened to lift up his wing, and I hit him in the side. And when I hit him in the side, he instantly went down. So I'm not proud of it. I felt terrible. It was not my intention. But let me tell you, if he went down with 6 pumps from a BB from 35 yards away, imagine what a pellet would have done with 10. It definitely would take anything out at that size. And this animal was roughly about 12 pounds. So, can you hunt with it? Yes. So this gun does come with a 4x15 scope, and as you can see here, that is not this scope. This is a 3x9x32 scope that I use on my actual 22 long rifle, and I switched it because the accuracy of this gun deserves a much better scope. And if you do want to go hunting with it or shoot targets with it, you might want to look at getting another scope. So while I'll put the link to this gun in the description, I'm going to also put a link to a similar scope to this one in the description as well. This one I bought a long time ago, and it is no longer in production, but I did find one that is very similar to it, and it's a very cheap scope for what it is. Cheap as in reasonably priced, not in its quality. So I'm going to go ahead and put that below. In this video I also used the Craftsman Premier Hollow Points 7.9 grain. So really, this is a pretty handy air rifle. You know, one thing that really got me into air rifles is I read a story about a guy who lost his job and he had to live in his truck for a year, and he survived by using an air rifle very similar to this. And so he went to a park and he lived for 1 year taking squirrels, rabbits, and birds. And I thought that's a pretty neat testament to what you can do with one of these guns. I also saw another story of a guy who lived through the Great Depression, and he talked about how he had to use a slingshot to hunt animals. And while I'm not one of those prepper kind of people, I do think it is nice to have just a little backup contingency plan should anything ever go wrong, that you could provide for yourself and your family. And an air rifle is a great way to do that, because you can stock up on BBs and pellets for super cheap. For $100 you'd probably have enough to last you for years. I know I haven't spent near $100 and I got thousands of pellets and many more thousands of BBs. So guys, for $40, and the scope again around $40, $80, very, very nice gun. Thank you for watching. And if you want to see more videos like this and any more air rifle videos, why don't you subscribe, because I really plan on making a lot more in the future. Thanks for watching.